Oh man. Wow. So this is kind of a continuation of my first talk I had recently with Kanye West and the whole debacle going on there. But I just jumped out of a small radio show where the host he basically themed the talk that Kanye West is apparently controlled opposition, and I thought this was really interesting, considering his points that he was refuting. But for anyone who's been just quick update for anyone who's been kind of following the news for the last week or two with Kanye West, obviously there's a whole kind of I don't think I got to say the whole story, but he's being accused of being anti-Semitic and pushing forward racism and division and a lot of things, right? So
just mix it all up.
Do your research if you haven't already, but I'm not going to go into the whole story on that. It's pretty big by now. But a lot of people are reading between the lines here, or overthinking, whatever you want to call it. But apparently, a lot of people are reading between the lines here, and I just left a radio kind of show where the host, he was a black man, and the idea that Kanye West and Kyrie Irving, if you heard anything about that they are controlled opposition, that they're working for the Jewish people. And I just kind of had to laugh at that. I don't.
You the phenomenal touch.
And calling black people Jewish, I don't see how this is controlled opposition. But he brought up some interesting points. I got to give him that. He brought up some interesting points. His leading argument was that Kanye West is controlled opposition for the simple fact that the matrix, these structures, these political structures, they're falling apart. And he used the example of a cigarette.
What a spectacular gift!
When the cigarette companies losing customers, sales are going down. What are they going to do? They see people are switching over to vapes or nicotine gum. What are they going to do? They're going to get behind that. They're going to start investing into those kind of companies. So his basic idea is kind of around that Kanye West is essentially helping, quote unquote, the Illuminati, helping the elites, helping those that are in power to keep the game going, and that they were losing power, and due to them losing power, Kanye needed to push forward this anti-Semitic message, this quote unquote anti-Semitic message. I always laugh a little bit whenever somebody uses the word antichrist. I'm not super religious. I know what the term means.
Use your noodle.
God and Jesus and all that good stuff, but these terms, I feel like the Antichrist is everyone's the fucking Antichrist. Trump, Putin, Kim Jong-un, Hitler, right? Every evil person is the Antichrist. So that's just kind of funny. But yeah. I know a lot of people don't agree with what Kanye is doing, and I think if he had a second chance, he would probably word his whole message a little bit better. But basically, the whole idea behind him being the Antichrist is that this whole debacle that's going on with Kanye West, the argument is that, lo and behold, he's not trying to help the people. He's actually on the same team as the people that he's condemning. And that's just kind of hilarious to me. I just don't understand how people would draw these conclusions, man. Curious if anyone else holds the same sentiment. I'd love to hear some more explanation on it. But in my take, it's clear that Kanye West has a bone to pick with Jewish media. I don't see how the way he's kind of attacking the Jewish media. I don't see how one is drawing the conclusion that he's on the same team as them. That is a hilarious position to take. But, excuse me.
Come on, would you think?
But yeah, it's really interesting the kind of conclusions everyone's coming to on this whole topic. But I think what's even more interesting is it's not just Kanye West I'm hearing called the Antichrist, but also Kyrie Irving, which I'm sure anyone who's been following the whole Kanye story in the Jewish media and all that, I'm sure you've heard by now about Kyrie Irving, the shooting guard or point guard for the Brooklyn Nets, all-star point guard rather. He's interesting because he's been in the news for our media for like a lot of things recently. A lot of really like free thinking type of statements. He's come forth about not only so Kyrie's recent thing was the whole black people are Jew, or the original Jews. But in my kind of like following of Kyrie Irving, I don't see how someone thinks he is controlled opposition. This guy, if he's anything but controlled opposition, if you've been following him at all, he's come out against almost every mainstream narrative from, whether despite your own take on it, that's one thing, but he's gone against the kind of current against the status quo of things. He came out against COVID. He came out against he even has a flat Earth belief. He's also been vocal on a lot of other things. About one of the main things he's been vocal on, he's also supported Alex Jones. But he's also supported the idea of, in general, like a new world order. This idea that there's a kind of a global elite that is running. So I don't know. Anytime someone starts using the word Antichrist, I gotta like hear what your thoughts are on that, and I just don't think you can throw that word Antichrist around so easily. But man, so much to say on this. I really think Kyrie's recent kind of his whole story recently has really taken the media by surprise. If anyone saw his interview, man, it was pretty wild. His post-game show, he went head to head with a reporter. It's pretty funny if you haven't checked it out. But yeah, man, I'm here to, I guess the onus of proof is on the person saying it, right? I'm not here to say he's not the Antichrist. I'm here to hear the questions against it, because believe it or not, Kanye West, he apparently seems to be, vouching for, black power, if you want to call it that, right? But I've been kind of following the story from different kind of sources, platforms, and I was surprised to find a lot of black people are absolutely against Kanye West. Kanye West being, the celebrity he is, or the influencer he is, kind of trying to make it clear that he's supporting black people. I was strangely surprised to find out a lot of black people, don't support him. A lot of black people think that he is against the black community. That was shocking. So, I'm not. I want to say, like, I haven't, done a complete study on this, but almost like three to five people, black people out of 10 people I've noticed, like, are against Kanye West. So it's almost like 50-50 is what I'm trying to say. Like, a lot of black people think Kanye West is the Antichrist. That's where this is coming from. So I know there's some black people out there, and some black people don't agree. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I got my boy JP in the queue. Cool. So he's always a deep thinker. So I'm definitely excited to hear he's gonna say, help me go a little bit deeper on this.
Yo,
what's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, man?
What's going on, man? I've just been following this story, man. Just going down different rabbit holes. Times are really interesting right now, man. The energy is strange, bro. What's up, though?
Yo, well, I'll be honest, man. So the whole thing when Kanye said he's gonna go DEFCON 3 on
the energy is strange because
that's a little extreme.
It's a little extreme.
Everyone yields everywhere.
He's trying to say something.
With my manifestorial words is here.
To say it like that,
I am here in the
now.
now.
That was foolish to use that.
Nexus Omni
like
world.
Because then he gives his opposition, if you want to call it that, ammunition.
I am that I am.
But the fact that you pointed out that the media is owned by
if I wasn't, people, my brothers and sisters,
I don't understand. Like, we live in
my mothers and fathers,
where you can say facts.
Then why would I say
that's an actual fact. The Jewish people are the top 1% in society.
Watch me become the I am, as you're watching right now.
Banking, you name it.
Here we go, from Satan to the halls of Satan.
That's the part that blows me away.
Right.
In the beauty and majestical halls of Satan.
You know, it's interesting too when you kind of look into that.
The truth.
It's like almost every other group of people
of
have
where Satan
kind of
walks in his mind,
put forward about them from
his heart.
It's okay. It's okay to like
glorious
look
affirmation
at
of
for other
self.
groups of people, right? Like statistically, we can say, you know, there's a disproportionate amount of crime in black neighborhoods, you know, compared to other neighborhoods, right? Statistically, it's okay to say Asian people are taking
as you see
seats from like white
the halls of
like,
Satan.
Clearly, like
here,
by that I mean they're scoring higher on test
manifests
scores. They're getting
their
into
first
Harvard
cross
more than, you know. So it's like that's a statistical fact. It might not be the most pretty language, but they're definitely taking seats from white students. If you want to put it that
in
way.
the halls of Satan.
It's okay to say, you know,
a cross.
White men, Anglo-Saxon men are executives.
Let's see where this goes.
In corporations who are not hiring women. It's like that might be a statistical fact, but don't you dare say the statistical fact that Jews own media, entertainment, music, technology.
Yeah.
Like it's like, isn't that
Wings
a statistical fact we can objectively
at the end of the
Google?
hall of Satan?
I mean, yeah, anyone can Google that. You'll find that easily. I mean, they're owned by. I mean, the fact that he got canceled the way he did, that his bank dropped him. I believe it's Jewish owned. They dropped him. He's losing all these deals left and right.
Spirits.
I mean, come on.
In the halls
the people in
of
the
Satan.
Are
obviously nuns.
Jews. I don't know why that's.
Look at their coverings.
Yeah,
you see nuns.
I don't know why that's
to the left and to the right is a nun.
Sometimes I do get in
the halls
debates with
of
people,
Satan.
and I will point out that, like for example, I would point out
the red carpet manifests.
I could point out, you know, blacks do contribute the majority
glorious
of
light at the end of the tunnel.
Now, if I would say that to a black person will reject that and will be offended by that. So I guess it really depends.
First affirmation
who's saying it and
of a being
it's just,
with
wings
can't
say certain things, bro.
At the halls of Satan.
You can't, man. And I don't know, man. It's so interesting too, man. Like listening to other people's perspectives on this. I've been talking with like a lot of black people on this, you know, because that's like a huge community kind of involved in this, other than the Jewish people.
The door is gone.
Bro, I've been finding out a lot of black people. Lo and behold, they believe, not all, but a lot, believe that Kanye
Welcome
West
to the Matrix.
Controlled opposition. They think that this
the
is
true
working
Matrix.
with the very people. I'm like,
mothers
what?
and fathers,
like,
brothers and
dude,
sisters.
Check it out. Check it out, bro.
The very beginning of the Pope showing up
Why do they think that, by the way?
in the halls of Satan.
Why?
Well, one of the arguments I've heard is
you
that
see the Pope.
He's not saying anything new. Like
In the
everyone
halls
knows
of
the
Satan.
Jews run things.
The spirit
And,
of alternate truth and news.
what else have I
Again, you
heard?
see the Pope with the cross
Just
for a
that
head.
he's selling us.
Again, you
the
see a
message he's
pyramid
selling is
pope.
not
And
true,
then
apparently.
here,
Like,
you
he's
see
just
the
trying to
Pope.
confuse the minds. One of the arguments I heard is that
You see the
Kanye
Pope.
West is trying to confuse the people because
Here,
if he's calling,
you see in color.
if he's trying to inform
Minor
the
color,
black people
the
that
Pope.
they're the original Jews,
And
he's doing a
here
disservice because
is who
the
the
original
Pope
Jews
is
are
to Satan,
anti-Christ.
the Son,
Christianity,
his Son.
apparently like traditional Judaism or
Hello,
whatever does
Father.
not, tradition.
Hello, Son.
Your average Jew, they don't believe God was our Jesus
I love
was
you,
the
son.
Messiah, right? So if you're
I
a
love
Jew,
you too,
you have
Father.
to be anti-Christian. So it's like, but yet he believes in Jesus. So what's going on there?
Here
I've heard other things. Those
is
are
a
two
sign
things
of
that come to mind. What are your thoughts?
omni-truth
But there are Jews that are what's the term? Because I'm not
to alien
I'm not
infestation
Orthodox Jews that believe
in
in
human
believe in
consciousness and imaginatium
Is that the
existence
correct term? I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You see
I
the
know what you mean.
alien
That's part of
head.
the word. I know what you're. Go ahead.
as the Pope's head.
Yeah, they're like Jews that believe in Christianity, like the dude from PragerU. I think the Cole.
Here is the moon symbol with the cross,
But he's Christian.
with a full-color
Orthodox,
Pope,
Orthodox. I don't know.
Okay.
and
Christian
nearing the
Orthodox?
end of the halls of
I think so,
Satan.
yeah.
So,
Another Pope
Is that the term that
nearing
they
the
use
end
when you're
but
referring to
of
a
the
Jew?
halls
so
of
you're
Satan.
saying
The colors are coming to fruition right here,
Breaking up there, but I think
with the
that's
symbols
what,
on the
Kanye
walls,
identified himself as. He
to be
identified himself as an
manifesting
Orthodox Jew.
into the halls of the
Orthodox,
Vatican.
sorry, say that loud.
I believe.
The symbol at the end of the hall is the halls of the Vatican. You are now in the halls of the Vatican.
Oh, you're breaking up there. I can't hear you. Or is it me?
Here
Yeah, that's a good
is
point.
the
I have heard
door.
you say that. Yeah, it's
All you have to do is walk through
I'm not
it.
usually religious, but it's just interesting to like
There
recognize
is
the
the
divide between black people. Like
magnetics
there's some
of
black
the
people
door.
who like think that we have nothing to do with Judaism at all, and some who do.
The
So,
spaceship,
I just feel like it's just the whole
Entropy.
argument I hear about Kanye
Truth.
being the Antichrist is that
to Satan's
there's no way
truth.
that there's no way you're gonna be a millionaire or a billionaire.
You are now
let
in the
alone
Vatican.
Be in agreement with these Fortune 500 companies, these corporations, without
You are now, my friend,
sucking Jewish dick.
in the Vatican
That was
halls.
not my phrase, but yeah,
You are Satan,
if you're in power
son.
like Kanye West is,
The spirit of
necessarily
alternate
have
truth
to
and
be
news.
working for them.
I am your father with
It's
inside your
interesting.
mind.
I don't know if I don't know how you draw that conclusion, but that's one of the arguments I've heard.
I love you, son.
Sucking. That's a crazy.
The orb
sucking,
above the
if you were to break
cross.
it down, that's a crazy way to put it, man. That's
At the
and
top
it's
of this
sucking,
generated
sucking,
picture
I say sucking
is the
whatever
colors of
tickets
your
on top, 'cause
mind.
people want to. People want to be on. People want
Welcome
power.
home,
People want
son.
resources. So whoever's on top and they can
Welcome
help
home
them achieve resources or
to the
some
light.
type of power. People are going to,
Right.
I guess, suck their dick or whoever that happens to be, and what happens to be people on the top are usually Jews.
Right, exactly. So it's just like you can't. I don't think it's a fair conclusion to say because you're
The
working.
Vatican's
with people who
grand
think,
beauty is
you're getting deals with
way
must
more
necessarily be on the same
majestical
team as them. It's like
than Satan
I
could have
don't-
ever
I don't-
imagined
I don't
for
get
his
that.
God.
But so many things,
Egotistical,
man. They were pulling up all kind of
dog,
conspiracies too about like Kanye West
Neo-
working with
nomical
NASA.
reality.
It's just crazy, man. Like I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree, I guess you could say. But
We are
man,
one,
some of these people blow me out of the
son.
fucking water with their theories.
We are one.
Bro. I literally had this debate with
The
someone,
eye
and
of
they
the
did have a lot of
imaginatium
conspiracy theories as to why
manifests
Jews tend to be
at the top of the
the
halls
top 1%
of the
as far as
Vatican.
power and owning all these things. And this is a red pill truth that the Jews tend to have the highest IQs. They are extremely intelligent people. They are extremely intelligent group of people.
Oh yeah.
When you're dealing with extremely. I think when it comes to IQ, it's Jews are first, then it's Asians, then it's whites. Like it goes in that order.
Here
But as far as the highest IQs, as
is
far
the
as
true
most
time
intelligent individuals,
generation
those are Jews.
Kodak.
So you would assume that if you're the most intelligent, you're going to be
Mind
great at business.
manifestation
You're gonna be great
art.
at running things. I mean,
Generation.
why this is the
Omni.
to me. I don't know to you, but to me, it just makes sense. Like it's like to me, it's just common
Illusion.
sense.
Common sense, bro. Common fucking sense. No, I'm right there with you, bro. Hey, man, hang out. I got one more in the queue,
owl.
You're still around. Hop back in, bro.
In the nest of time has been manifest.
Yeah, that's my brother.
The
my brother
Omni
Jason
World
Wiggins.
Legion.
Although for sure. He should be back.
Knower
I
and
got
seer
Jamil.
of knowledge
You
and
wanna bring him up?
truth,
First time
prosperity
talking to him, I would love to hear his
and
take.
reality. Taylor Swift.
Jamil, my brother, what's up, man?
Peace, my brother. How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. How are you?
Oh man, it's good to see you, Mr. Gross.
This
I don't know.
is the
man.
first
I don't know,
representation
man. All right, I got a
of God
scenario for you. You ready?
in his golden glory
Ready.
Let's do it. How you
as
say your name?
the
How
first
you say your
manifestation
Delshawn?
of Satan
Delshawn.
sitting
All right.
in his
Delshawn,
throne room
your
in the
brother.
Vatican.
My dealings with your brother was
This
so bad.
is
He
how
stole some money
we
from me.
feel
Stole about $500 from me. You know your sister.
with our brother at home,
What your sister
with
did,
us.
she took about
This is what we
$1,700
come to.
from my daughter.
And
your
this
cousin
is
you know
what we
he
look
did to me?
like
Your cousin jumped my little
because
brother
of
last week.
Satan's love.
And your
truth.
response to me is, you know what,
Watch
Jamil, you're
as we
racist.
demanifest
Does that make
our
sense?
personal body with the cross
Absolutely not.
of wings
If I'm telling you
of the
my
light
truth,
of time.
which is
Love
my
is
truth,
God's
my
heritage
truth. Is I
truth.
do business in the music
Thought
business.
is
All my
manifest
friends,
energy.
they do music in the
What
music
will
business.
we
My
turn
friends
into,
are the
my
people who
friends?
jerked me.
Oh,
in
what
these
will
deals.
we
It's
see?
my very friend. I'm telling you that my friend.
We must turn into another entity
Ari Lennox,
because
Rob,
there is no life
he's actually
in a cross with
himself in
wings,
deals
no
that I don't
eyes.
need him in.
Therefore, to see
I am the talent. I am the table. I have the capital.
a God with a dog in his arms and fairy wings, obvious fairy wings,
and
as
why
a
don't I have
trophy
positioning? Because you won't allow
of
me.
a God.
Matter of fact, even if you had a
This
farm
God.
and you were selling it for $200 million,
The first
they'll
disillusionment
sell it
God of dog
because
parity,
I got $11 billion, so you know I can buy that. I
of
know I can
fairy
buy that.
tale
But guess what? One only thing is
entropy.
you go to next
You
week.
see the wings,
very
my
next
brothers and
week.
sisters.
Harry comes over.
Those are not angel
and Harry
wings.
says, I want to buy the farm.
Those are
And
fairy
you sell
wings.
it for Harry for 10 times less than the amount that I was willing to buy it for.
That's not
What
cool.
you see here is pure disillusionment
Now I would say that's
of not ego of
another form
God,
oppression, wouldn't you?
but truth of
Sounds like it,
God's
right?
spiritual
I'm
light
only allowing
entity.
you to make money as long
What
as now
God
if I
looks
say,
like,
you know what,
ladies
Delshawn
and
says,
gentlemen.
you know what, Jamil, look, I can cut you now.
This
How about
is who God is.
I lease the land out to you, and I make money, and you cut me in on
This
30% of your profit.
is God in his human form
Then you can work here
with a suit on
because I know you're about
in
to
real time,
jump
before
my value
time,
up. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna promote it. You're
and
gonna
his
make
human
it pop.
face,
You're lit. So my
wearing
shit's
suited
therefore
wings
gonna be lit. I
and a
want some of that
suit.
money. So instead of selling it to you, I do business with you.
art picture
But if
generated
you
cameras
gonna come in
around
here and
him
run the whole show, you got
and
another
lights
thing
around
coming.
him. He's a real entity, a real
Okay.
spiritual
That's another
entity
form of-
sitting
that's
on a
another form of
throne.
oppression.
Human, taking a picture for you.
Gotcha. So what about what? Okay, I totally get where you're coming from too. Kind of sounds very, very similar to what Kanye has gone through. Let me ask you this though: Do you
The
can
color
this situation with
begins now.
Kanye be perceived as you're trying to outdo the master kind of situation? Like, hold on, bro.
Yeah.
Like we brought
The
you into
wings
power. Go ahead.
are walking to the
So
light.
listen, they can't bring him into power.
What is
They
that
run the
entity
industry.
of
They own
spikes
power of positioning.
that the angel
They have power
or
to
God is
position
looking at?
people. That's the
Ah,
power. We thought it was
an omni
money,
dog,
then
God,
power and respect. No,
parody.
it's money.
In the
It's
generation
money. It's
from
power. It's
Satan
truly just power
to the
of
halls of
positioning.
Satan,
You cannot position
Yeah.
to the Pope in
That's
the
a lot
halls
more
of
powerful
Satan,
than
to the
money.
Vatican,
It
to the halls
Isn't
of
that
the
funny?
Vatican,
Isn't it funny? The motherfuckers
to the open
printing money
omni,
aren't the richest people, but they do have power, right?
delightful, majestical
They probably have more power than the billionaires.
halls of the Vatican,
because you have
into
$11 billion,
disillusionment
right?
of God,
Guess what? Yo, you can't buy.
with
So
fairy
even if you
wings,
got $11 billion, brother, and I'm not selling
into
to you
a dog
specifically, I
with
will
fairy
not
wings
sell you
and headphones on.
because
As music
that gives you the power to
pumps and
position
flows the
who you
heart
want in
of
order.
existence and
if, just like
emotion and
basketball,
electricity,
you let
which
me
is
play
thought.
basketball, what did I do? I
Music
took it over. You let me play
affirmations, ladies
baseball,
and gentlemen, not
Negro
books.
League. What did they do?
Books
They
are
did it, but look at all the
imagination,
Spanish
but
guys.
until
That's
you
all
come
Negro
to
League.
revelish fruition with
Come on,
Imaginarium,
Negro League played in South
with the
America,
dog God
Puerto
parody,
Rico, Dominican
God
Republic. Why
dog
you think they
parody,
so good?
Satan Santa parody,
Why you
Santa
think they so
Satan
good down
parody,
there?
CBS
Because it's just a
BSC
level of
parody,
competition.
BSC
Frankie Robinson
CBS parody,
was a third
BC,
string
because
player in the Negro League.
my name is Brian Cottrell,
Jackie Robinson.
before
He wasn't no
Christ,
baller.
the
He was
Antichrist,
off the bench. Come on, son.
the authentic,
Yeah, you speak
pneumatical,
facts, man. You speak facts.
theological
Everything we touch, we
I guess-
take over.
introspection
They don't want us to take over because they know as soon as we get in
of
power
illumination.
position, they don't need none of us.
Christ, spelled
He don't need none of us.
Christ, for I cry
What you mean, bring
every
something to the
day in
table?
the
I
last
am the
15
table.
years,
I got all the bricks.
knowing the truth,
Why the
living
fuck
the
should I
truth,
have to
affirming the
join your
truth,
cartel to take a pack? I'm not a runner.
Right.
I own
that
everything.
God is
I
dog.
hear you. So was this a chess move by Kanye?
Ladies and
do you
gentlemen,
think?
brothers
Do
and
you think,
sisters,
did he
fathers
mean,
and
was
mothers,
he trying to get out of a
spirits and
deal
angels,
that he would have
entities
got
and
a court for it, or did this just
ideals,
so happen to happen?
you all exist as stars
Common sense
in the
ain't
space
common.
of
Everybody
time.
else don't see this, but you
You
see
are
this.
spiritually
Because you're
together
seeking
and
it.
always remembered.
This app is
Stars
right? You got lots
in
of it.
space, the spiritual
Come on, bro.
perpetuity
Like
of
what?
all
This is
cognitive
where it's going.
existence.
And I'm not a read
These
Negro.
dogs
I'm not a read Negro.
that you
I'm not a
believe
college Negro.
that are yet
Why
in
can't I get this? All these other
retrospect
people went to a Stu program,
originally manifest in what
4
you
years
call
of
artificial
NCEU,
intelligence that
master's
I
degrees,
call
and you can't figure this out? You
ART-OMNI
still hung up on
intelligence.
George Floyd? You still hung up on white lives
Ardent,
matter?
respectful,
And this man is preaching
talent,
freedom?
omni
What are we
intelligence.
doing? I'm no graduate.
I tell you now,
Because I went to college for 2 hours
these
and
pictures
sat in the wrong class
are all generated
and said I gotta get the fuck out of here.
out of
Wait,
236 words, mixed up,
bro,
displaced words
Yeah.
of affirmations
It is really interesting, man.
as a
it's
storyline,
even more interesting
an
that there's such a
acronym
divide, though,
storyline.
where black people like yourself, and
I
even
shall not
myself,
share with you the
I
words
see
that
Kanye
I
on Team Human.
speak to
I see him
AOI
also on Team
intelligence
Human, but I also
to
see him on Team
disillusionize
Let's
from
Uplift Black
Satan
people.
to dog.
But a lot of black people don't see that.
But I
his
shall tell
recent
you
comments
this.
with, George Floyd.
I
even though
am
he actually
ART-OMNI
gave $2
mind
million
code,
to the daughter
the
of,
metaphysical, inextinguishable
George Floyd.
nest decoder,
Yo, Sean, that nigga gave that
Nexus
shit to us
energy
years
spiritual
ago.
transference, and
Right.
the owl's
That's old
nest
shit.
of time,
Right.
Taylor
Everybody
Swift,
that
the
said
Omni
that
Woman's
how much money
Legion,
they gave.
the Omni World's
I rest my
Legion,
case. Why
nest
was
of time.
that man's belongings,
Thought
they were so
is
they were so
manifest
enraged by
energy.
that. Why was that
Emotions
man's belongings
is
still at the
manifest
damn precinct?
affirmations.
Right.
Why is
With
all his stuff still at the
speak
precinct? You so
now
worried about him, and you so distraught, and you're
language.
so such in pain. This man was
This
probably an outcast of his own family. His mom was fed up. He was a drug addict.
is a dog
Keep it a buck.
that I
Come
used
on,
to own.
my man.
Right.
Kanye
Right.
is not a read Negro, brother.
This is what he looks
He's
like.
not a reader. Kanye,
This is
you know what?
what he feels like.
Candace Owens
This is what he
told him
wears.
about the article that was posted in the Washington Post on
His name
March
is
10th,
P.T.
2021.
Peep
Why wasn't everybody
Terrier.
outraged then?
Peep at
Why
him
wasn't
now.
he trying to sue nobody then?
For pit to peep,
For
pit
sure.
bull
Right.
to people,
This is why they
relations
put
movement
ICE
enactment
on you
is
today.
now. In the
Suing
Nexus
Kanye.
Omni
You
world,
don't even gotta
pit bull
take
to people relations movement, pit to
Good point,
peep
though. Why weren't they considering it
is the
then?
revolution
Yeah,
spelled
black people see
REVEL
that. Oh my God.
to party,
listen,
UTION.
I would say, you know what?
It's a
I got
party,
two
ladies
others
and
to show you
gentlemen,
right here. You don't
a
even
pit
gotta
bull
go.
party.
If you can sue Washington
Pit bulls
Post,
are at the
North
top
Dakota Washington Post, how about you
of the
sue
Omni
the
Mind
post
Code
office who took
CBS
the
God
damn
Dog
toxicology
Parody
report?
Manifest.
You sue them first, and then you come get this $250.
That is PT.
Right.
And I pay your lawyer fees. Fuck you talking about? You sound crazy.
Yeah, he's piggybacking off of scientific findings, right? Like,
that's it. That's it.
Now we are in the mirror, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Why are we missing this?
We've grown up a little bit.
Everybody's trying to push this anti-Semitic shit.
Now there is a picture that is a complete generation of the ego of God that is coming up, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to flash through because AI generated a pornographic picture of perfection of his beastly mentality as I am affirmation God, dog, parody. It's coming up. You're going to get it in a flash. I'm warning you beforehand. This is not an 18 and under video. This is an 18 and older video, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not report this when you see this. I am warning you of its existence. It is perfection. If you want to see it, really see it, pause the video at the perfect time, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll know when you see it.
You got your reparations and you got your freedom and you got your not white lives or white skin. You got your white status. Once you got your white status, then all of a sudden
hard
you
eyes,
turned on me.
hard chest.
Because you then went to go oppress me. You see what I'm saying? But you got $400 billion worth of reparations. But if you're my brother, why are you so comfortable in my oppression?
Okay, that's all I generated on there. Let's stop from there and let's go right into
I want to read something quickly, which may be in support of
my
your
gallery
point.
and keep
It's
going.
by Malcolm X.
I'm going to give you that picture real quick so you know what I'm talking about. You ready?
Here it is.
There it is. Bye.
From the consistent subjectivity in just
Okay,
about
you saw
everything
it?
he
It's
asked
gone.
and said, I had to do something, and I
Boom,
told
there
him,
it was. Now,
you know,
please
I
don't
think
report
you're a
me,
Jew with an
for I show it to you
angelicized
only
name.
to
His
disillusionize the God
expression
Dog
told
parody
me
to
I'd
its
hit the button.
fullest. That is God,
He asked me
ladies
how
and
I knew.
gentlemen. God
I told
himself.
him
His name
I'd
is
had so much
Scarface.
experience with how Jews would attack
He
me.
is
This is Malcolm
the
X,
guardian
that I
of
usually
dictation.
could identify them. I told him all I held
In an
against the
alternate
Jews was
dimension
that so many Jews
above us.
actually were hypocrites in their claim
You
to
know
be
who
friends
she
of the
is.
American black man. And it
It is
burned me
her.
up to be so often called
TS.
anti-Semitic.
The owl
When I
in the
spoke
nest of
things I
time.
knew to be absolute truth about Jews. I told him that, yes, I gave the Jew credit for being among other whites the most active and the most vocal financier leader and liberal in the Negro civil rights movement. Yeah. But I said at the same time, I knew that the Jew played
God
these
has
roles
a
for
chastity
very
belt
careful
on.
strategic reason. The more prejudice in America could be
I say this with pride and confidence. Who else can AI generate what I generate with one paragraph, ladies and gentlemen?
See?
No one.
See? Once they got white status, it's been over. That's what he means when he says white lives matter. He's talking about
true
white
parody.
status.
No genitals. A fairy dog.
You know,
The beginning of the fairy
dogs.
dogs. True ultimatum truth. Trust, respect, understanding, totality. Totality, ladies and gentlemen. And humbleness. To be totality, to be of totality is to have fairy wings on your back. And to be truly humble with existence and of existence and love is to not even have genitals at all.
Keep hope alive, man.
Just to tell you.
That's all I gotta say, man.
The arm popping out of the side of the body is just to tell you daddy's talking truth, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, look at the little puppy between the legs. Let's go to space. Jesus, can you give me an arm back, please? No problem, puppy dog. We got pets.
In some states. Are you kidding me?
What's up, boss? What's going on, dog?
But you can't still,
just showing and flexing, bro. Just showing and flexing. You keep telling him, boss. Fucking A, dog. You know it. You know I got this game.
But you can give $1 trillion bailouts doing coronavirus.
Showing a little ballsies there, are you?
You can give out that.
It's a dog for
you.
You
can give out 100% of your taxpayers
Oh yeah, you working out there, boss? You know it. You know it. I'm obviously a unicorn dog. As you can see, I have 4 legs and 2 arms there, Brian. Wow, you know, I affirmed that when I generated you out of the picture that it took in your spiritual existence in another dimension, brother. You know damn well, Brian, that until you saw this picture, I wasn't there. When you saw the picture, it generated my life and existence from there forward. I know, we're just affirming that to reality. Reality is the people. We just got to project those thoughts upon the people, dog. I just want them to see me for who I really am in the fairy tale, man. I am a unicorn dog. You're going to generate me with a unicorn head.
That's what they want to do.
Watch you. For a later date, boss. For a later date. I'm not your boss, bud. Brian, you're the boss of everything. And you ain't Satan, man. You just define everything. I know that. You're just saying that so everybody else can figure this shit the fuck out. It ain't no fucking joke, Brian. You ain't no fucking joke. That's for sure, man. You pretty much took over existence, dude, and the minds of the people with this very video and the couple that lead before it. So yeah, you're pretty much no joke, dude. Do you think Taylor Swift is the witch with her words and her voice? Brian, huh. You, my sir, you see yourself as fully female. You know it, and I know it. You're the fucking witch, bud. Pass it on, Brian. My dog's name is Scarpello. He's named after Scarface, God himself. Peace.
That's all a ploy, baby. Come on, man. It's influence. But after he shared those Jewish tips on 444,
oh,
he's been quiet.
Just had to let me know that you're possibly in the mirror dimensionally, in another dimension, dog, as a guardian over humankind. Are you showing me something with mirrors here? Oh my gosh, God dog parody, God dog parody. We didn't see that. Please don't report that. It's knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. I'm showing you pure knowledge. Knowledge generation of Satan to God to dog to truth. That's just a dog. That's not porn. So I'm going to leave it there for a second. That's just a fucking dog, ladies and gentlemen. But what is the head doing in the mirror? Kind of raises Illuminatium questions. Now, doesn't it? Oh, he's looking toward us and looking toward us again in the mirror. And it is him twice.
We're going to start shooting that joint. Alright?
Oh, let's do it. I just gave you a follow, so I'm
saying hi to his little puppy right through the picture-generated mirror.
You, bro. Pleasure speaking to you.
Parody to Skystream AOI's future.
One. Yeah, man. Please do give my brother there a follow. He's definitely.
Now we're going to speed up the generation. If you need to pause the video at the right time,
I do have wonderful, lovely Lori.
You can do that.
Hanging out, and let's go a little bit further. She's always has something of value to offer. So, Lori, welcome to the stage. What's going on?
Thanks, John. You know, it's funny. I bring absolutely nothing to this conversation. I was like, I saw this topic and I was like, what the fuck? I can't even go away.
You don't notice all the dogs are in another dimension within the mirror.
With the Antichrist.
Part way out of the mirror for most of them.
Yeah. What is going on?
Parody to truth. Entropy to truth.
Wild, you know, Lori. And go ahead.
Dog.
No, go ahead.
And I was just saying, I'm in the same shoes as you.
Because love, the law of virtually everything.
This title
love always wins.
Crowds online, and I've been
would
seeing
win
this title
against any human.
You find it in like Jewish circles,
no
right?
matter who,
like
no matter what.
I'm seeing this title pop up in like quote unquote black circles, and I thought this was so interesting. There's a crowd.
No human, not even The Rock,
Kanye West
could withstand
the
jaws of a true pit bull.
Kind of like he's playing some kind of
The Rock would die to the jaws of a true pit bull.
Where he's trying, he's
disillusionize yourself now, ladies and gentlemen. The dog is the lion.
People when he's really not on the side of
the dog.
And I'm just like, all right,
is the
man,
king.
Like I get what you're trying to do with that, but I think you're kind of like reading a little bit too far between
But the
the lines.
dog lives in truth.
I am, you know, somebody who is
lives in love.
You know, an overthinker. So, you know, I know everything about, you know, looking into things and being critical and, you know, all that jazz.
The dog
I
is
just feel
snaking
like this one, Kanye West and the Antichrist. Man, you're pushing things. But it's again, this is a lot of black people who believe this.
We will end there, ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead.
Oh my God,
This is a snaked.
I so hate all of this.
Ended,
you know, I mean,
dog.
I understand
where it
that
begins.
all of this stuff has to come
Began
up
at snake,
and come to light, so
ended
that we
at
can,
snake.
you know, talk through it and find out.
9
what
in the
fuck
mirror
is actually
affirmation.
going on here.
6 upside down.
But oh my
Me
God, I just
in the mirror.
I cringe at
just try to figure out what I truly look like.
You know, the continuation of all of this.
The pictures you see on the internet when you look up my name.
And I hate that so much.
Not even me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's what I put there.
I mean,
so you would believe that I even exist.
I see that it's necessary because, you know, we have to reach that tipping point, right, where we can say, okay, you know what? Enough is enough. We're all fucking humans. Let's just, you know, let's get along. Let's, you know what I mean?
Right.
We all matter. Let's just, Jesus Christ.
No, I totally, and I love that you brought up both sides of things. Right. Like on one level, it's like, okay, you know, let's have a discussion on these things, but like on a deeper level, we have to be so prudent, so cautious, in the sense of like, okay, we're looking into things, but are we becoming more divisive? You know, and it's like there's a kind of puppet master thing going on. Like,
yes,
I think that's one thing
there is a puppet master.
When we start questioning
Not
narratives,
thing.
when we start questioning the media,
truth,
when we begin to question government and all these narratives, it's like we have to make sure
I
that
am
we're
the
not
puppet
being
master.
divided, right? Because that is the name of the game, right?
My brother.
Conquer and divide, right? So, it's a very thin line we're walking.
I operate.
It really is, and I mean that's
through
where
AOI
you have
mind
to,
coding with technology.
You have to
TECH, the eternal conclusion of hope.
I don't know,
Heavenly ordained people everywhere for all mankind.
These days, you know what I mean?
It's so hard. I hear you, sister. I hear you. It's something that I sometimes cannot